The world is full of SUVs. Receiving a refresh for this year, it begs the question, where does the Honda HR-V fit in such a crowded segment? The Honda HR-V has this coupe-like profile for quite a while now. So for this model year, Honda revised the front and rear fascias to make it look sportier and much more stylish. All variants get a new set of 17-inch alloy wheels, which does improve the car's style quotient. As a result, the HR-V avoids the slab-sided look that most of its competitors have. Now the interior looks quite premium and stylish. This is backed up by numerous soft-touch materials scattered all over the interior. It also features numerous trendy design cues, such as the high center console and a driver-oriented dashboard. The interior is a nice place to be in, especially on long journeys. And then there's this thing, a microphone that sticks out like a sore thumb. This is all because of the aftermarket Kenwood infotainment system. Now honestly, it's an awful system to use, so it's a good thing that there's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now this is where the HR-V fits in. The HR-V continues to be one of the most practical in its class. And then there's the magic seats, in which you can flip the seat bases up, or make them lie completely flat. This is all thanks to the Honda Jazz's platform underpinning this car. The rear seats are quite spacious themselves, plus rear passengers will appreciate the flat floor. Powering the Honda HR-V is a 1.8-liter inline-4 iVTEC petrol engine, which generates these decent numbers. This engine powers the front wheels via a CVT. The Honda HR-V is anything that you'd expect in a compact crossover such as this car. It's reasonably comfortable and at the same time, it provides a nice, reasonable amount of sportiness thanks to the Honda Jazz platform that this car is utilizing. So just like the car's handling, this car's steering wheel provides a nice balance between everyday usability and reasonable amounts of sportiness when you really do want to hustle this car through corners. It doesn't have the same amount of spirited feel or the sportiness of a Mazda CX-3. But overall, the Honda HR-V really does provide a nice balance between comfort and daily usability. I guess we're seeing a trend with this car here. And that's where we're gonna start talking about the car's suspension improvements as well as its other improvements in terms of refinement. So, this car's suspension deals better with bumps compared to its predecessor. And at the same time, the suspension also is still able to counteract body roll as you go through and exit corners. Likewise, NVH has also been improved in this car. It's much more quiet and a lot more refined compared to its predecessor. You know how every motoring journalist complains about how a CVT has this Doberman effect that drones the engine, or rather drones the cabin with a lot of engine noise and then stomp their foot on the accelerator pedal? Okay, so it still has that rubber butt effect that you expect from a CVT. But let's be honest, the last thing that they're gonna be doing with this car in the first place is take it on autocross or maybe a track day. In short, for 90% of the time that you're gonna be having this car with you, the CVT is fine, blends the ratios really well or the fake ratios, and when driven reasonably in the expressways or when overtaking at a two-lane road, the CVT has this ability to mimic a 7-speed automatic with its fake 7 gears. For over a week's worth of use with this car, I was able to achieve 10.1 kilometers per liter, which is quite good for a small SUV like this Honda HR-V. The Honda HR-V starts at a little under 1.3 million pesos, which gets you the 1.8e variant. This variant gets you LED head and tail lights, passive entry with push-button start, power folding mirrors, automatic climate control, reverse camera, and this Kenwood infotainment system. The top trim RS variant costs a little under 1.5 million pesos. And this gets you these 40-17-inch alloy wheels, leather interior, as well as high-gloss black trims on the exterior and interior of this car. Whichever variant you choose gets you hill start assist, emergency stop signal, and electronic stability control. Only the RS variant gets side airbags. Now the Honda HR-V may not stand out on paper, but in reality, it stands out in delivering one of the most practical and flexible interiors at a price point that's smack in the middle of Honda's range. Most buyers will still gravitate towards the affordable but utilitarian BR-V. The HR-V, meanwhile, is a more emotional and lifestyle-oriented choice.